LGBTQ 1-minute news. Let's clear up South Florida and Florida. South Florida GOP candidate says you cannot be born gay, drawing backlash. House District 20 Republican congressional candidate Rod Joseph drew criticism after saying, quote, "You cannot be born gay. That's impossible biologically," end quote. He was talking during a South Florida Sun-Sentinel editorial board interview. Joseph also claimed you never see a giraffe, a male giraffe, that mates with a giraffe, end quote, and argued sexuality is a preference. In reality, scientific research has documented same-sex behavior in more than 1,500 animal species. Democratic candidate Elijah Manley, the only out LGBTQ candidate in the race, called Joseph's assertions unfounded and baseless, adding, quote, "Using science to push a bigoted, transphobic, homophobic agenda is shameful," end quote. I was in South Africa in 2010, and I did see two male giraffes that were necking. And not because that's all they had to work with, but they were humping each other and having a good time. So his claim that giraffes, let alone any other species, does not have homosexuality of any sort is just an outward lie, just by looking at nature and any documentaries and stories. So, I mean, he's so far out of it. You almost have to ignore what he has to say, because it's crazy to say that people choose the sexuality. Well, that meant he chose his.
Is he a doctor? Where did he go to school for? I am so bored by this. What are we even, what is this story about, actually? Was it a hateful politician saying that gay people don't exist? Well, I got news for you. You don't exist. Bye. I mean, it makes just as much sense. You could say you could say anything you want. You could be as hateful as you want to be.
You're pandering to an audience. That's what you're doing.
And I love what Elijah Manley said. Elijah, he's a great friend. This is not a political endorsement, but I am going to say he would be wonderful as our representative here in Florida. You go out there and you draw your distinctions against these hateful monsters out there, because I believe you would do an excellent, amazing job. Thank you, Elijah, for speaking back against hate. And, when these people go low, go a little bit lower and then go high.
Well, and it's refreshing. I had the opportunity, again, I'm not doing an endorsement, but I had the opportunity to attend one of the Wilton Manors commissioners' kickoffs in the city. Mm-hmm. And I had the opportunity, just by chance, meeting Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
Oh,
lovely woman. Yeah, it was just, she happened to be there, support of one of the candidates that's running, and asked me a few questions. And I just was very honored to meet her. But the point of what I'm saying is, whether it's Elijah Manley, who may be elected, or Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who's an ally. She's not LGBT identifying, but she certainly supports her community. That's wonderful. And it's a shame that somebody such as this GOP candidate, who happens to be a minority, cannot support us in the minority community.
Let him show his true colors. And
absolutely.
Hopefully that our electorate is smart enough to realize that it's
Let's hope.
Right. That's all you can hope for. That is an LGBTQ 1-minute news story. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.